My thumb slipped, my heart stopped, and in the space of one blinking second my entire life as a careful, invisible single father shattered on the glowing screen of my phone. I had meant to send a private message to my best friend, a foolish confession typed after midnight exhaustion, but instead it went to the one person I respected, feared, and quietly admired more than anyone else in the world, my boss. The message was simple, reckless, and painfully honest. I wanted her. And before I could delete it, before I could breathe, 3 little dots appeared under her name. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of unexpected grace, take a moment right now to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Kindness Stories. Your support keeps these stories alive and reminds the world that compassion still matters. I had spent 5 years building walls around my heart. Since the night my wife passed away in a sudden accident, I had been both mother and father to my 6-year-old daughter, Isa. I learned how to braid hair from online videos, how to pack lunches with little notes tucked inside, how to sit on the bathroom floor at 2 in the morning when nightmares crept into her small world. I worked long hours as a project coordinator at a marketing firm in the city, trying to prove I was dependable, steady, unbreakable. I could not afford mistakes. I could not afford vulnerability. Everything I did was measured against one question: will this protect my daughter's future? My boss, Mira Rahman, was the kind of woman who commanded a room without raising her voice. She was in her late 30s, composed, elegant, with sharp eyes that missed nothing and a calm authority that made even the most arrogant clients listen. She had taken over the company 2 years earlier and transformed it from a struggling agency into a rising force in the industry. To me, she was more than a boss. She was stability. She was leadership. She was everything I had convinced myself I could admire from a safe distance but never reach. I never allowed my feelings to have a name. I told myself it was respect, gratitude, professional loyalty. But late at night, after Isa was asleep and the house was silent, I sometimes caught myself replaying small moments. Her hand briefly touching my shoulder after a successful presentation, the way she had once stayed late to help me rework a proposal because she knew I had to rush home to my daughter. I buried those thoughts quickly. A widowed single father did not chase dreams. He paid bills and kept promises. That night had been particularly heavy. Isa had come home from school upset because another child had told her she was different for not having a mother at the parent-teacher event. I had held her while she cried, whispering that different did not mean broken. After she finally slept, I sat at the kitchen table, exhaustion pressing against my chest like a weight. My phone buzzed with a message from Mira reminding the team about a morning presentation. I opened another chat to text my friend Farhan and typed the words I had never dared to say aloud, confessing that I thought I was falling for my boss, that sometimes I wished life were different, that sometimes I wanted her in ways that terrified me. I pressed send without looking closely at the name above the message. The moment I realized my mistake, my stomach twisted so violently I thought I might be sick. The message sat under Mira Rahman's name, bright and undeniable. I imagined the consequences unfolding like dominoes: awkward tension, professional boundaries shattered, perhaps even losing the job that kept my daughter's world secure. My hands trembled as I typed an apology, something formal and desperate, but before I could finish, another notify.